Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has ruled out any changes to GST allocations despite complaints from the New South Wales Premier. New South Wales Treasurer Daniel Mookhey says GST distributions are absurd as the Minns government proposes an allocation based on population. Mr Mookhey will talk to federal counterpart Jim Chalmers today, where he'll make the case for per capita GST distribution. The opposition says the New South Wales Premier is acting too late.
But the Premier has been asleep at the wheel and awaits the Grants Commission report in the last day or two before he actually talks tough. So I think New South Wales is being ripped off. The system is broken. It's perverse.
Chris Minns has criticised WA's GST guarantee, despite the Labor-led state being the richest in the country. WA Premier Roger Cook has responded by labelling the New South Wales Premier and Treasurer whingers, while the National says Labor needs to be upfront with the role the mining industry plays in boosting the coffers of the states and territories.
Whilst I appreciate the Prime Minister saying that it's an arm's length process, it needs to be continually reviewed to ensure it is a fair distribution of tax revenue.
I think this conversation also highlights the importance the mining sector plays in funding our public services right across the board, not just in WA. And I don't think the PM can simply wash his hands of it.
And the war of words over calling Victoria a welfare state after its $3 billion GST windfall has heated up. Treasurer Tim Pallas has hit back at comments New South Wales Premier Chris Minns made to Sky News. Victoria political reporter Simon Love is in Melbourne. Simon, talk us through the latest round of GST State of Origin.
Well, it really is a bit of a war between New South Wales and Treasurer, who, of course, two states worked together during the COVID era to challenge the Commonwealth on a number of things. Now they're in open warfare over these GST allocations from the Commonwealth Grants Commission that stand to benefit the state of Victoria by more than $3 billion, while New South Wales loses some of its allocation. Now, on Newsday yesterday with Kieran Gilbert, Chris Minns was quite angry about this and went as far to say that Victoria was receiving welfare from the Commonwealth. Well, let's hear that and the response from Tim Pallas this morning.
A lot of that money is going to be sent to Western Australia, which is chock full of cash from the mining boom, or down to Victoria, which is now a welfare state receiving a whole bunch of money from the pockets of New South Wales families.
The mathematically challenged New South Wales Premier, might I say. He might not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but he is a tool. He has totally got the GST breakup wrong.
That extra GST might help fill some of the debt black holes in some of Victoria's major projects and also the upcoming state budget. The Assistant Treasurer speaking at a construction site on the North East Link project this morning fired yet another shot at Chris Minns.
I know he's got his ill plates on and he clearly doesn't understand how the GST works. The LP Premier from New South Wales wants to get a lesson on how the GST works. I'm sure our officials at the Department of Treasury and Finance will be more than happy to oblige him.
A virtual hookup between all the state treasurers has just got underway. Wouldn't you love to be a fly on the wall in that one?
Yeah, where else but Aussie politics that you can hear somebody call another person a tool. Thanks so much for that, Simon Love.